knowledge.
What's up? Greetings, humans. I'm Ryan, and this is Top 5 Quick and Dirty Crypto Tips for Beginners. Let's start with the basics. Number 1, what is Bitcoin? It's a big scam, that's what it is. Bitcoin is the world's first decentralized digital currency. Bitcoin does not belong to any one country, central bank, company, or institution. Bitcoin and other cryptocurrencies have the potential to democratize finance much in the same way that the internet democratized information sharing. Sending and receiving Bitcoin is just about as easy as sending an email. Bitcoin gave birth to and operates on a transformative technology called the blockchain. The blockchain is essentially a system of trust and verification that's enforced by advanced mathematics. The best way to think about the blockchain is as a distributed database. Effectively, it's an open source ledger where every node on the network maintains a copy of the entire transaction history. 2, why is everybody talking about Bitcoin? It's a bubble. The price of Bitcoin has been steadily climbing ever since its inception back in 2008, but especially in 2017, it's been experiencing some crazy growth. And in the last few weeks and months, it has been going on a truly berserk tear.
Tremendous. Believe me.
It's skyrocketed from around $7,000 to close to $20,000 in the matter of a few weeks. Anyone who claims to know for sure why the price of Bitcoin has been increasing the way it has is really just blowing smoke. But there are a couple main factors that are at play. For one, options exchanges have started to offer futures contracts on Bitcoin. A futures contract is essentially just a bet that you place on your projection for the future price of a given asset. And while Bitcoin and other cryptocurrencies do technically get called cryptocurrency, right now they're a little too volatile to truly be utilized as currency. They're more of a speculative asset, much like stocks or bonds, or a store of value, much like gold, silver, or real estate. In fact, one of the world's largest sellers of gold and other precious metals has just started to accept Bitcoin as payment. Question 3. One of the most common questions I've been getting asked is, how can I buy a Bitcoin if it's $20,000? I don't have $20,000 laying around. Throwing your money away, bro. Throwing it away. The fact is that Bitcoin and other cryptocurrencies are nearly infinitely divisible. So, for example, when I started with Bitcoin, I bought 0.01, 1/100th of a Bitcoin, which was around $16 at the time. Now that same 0.01 will be somewhere between $150 and $180, depending on a lot of factors. Question 4. Another question I've been getting is it too late to get involved? Did I miss the boat on Bitcoin? Bitcoin has been up about 2,000% just in 2017 alone. It is definitely not too late to get involved in cryptocurrencies, and that's part of the reason I'm making this video. However, there are a couple disclaimers. Disclaimer 1 and rule number 1, please do not invest anything that you cannot afford to lose. Don't go throwing your kid's college fund or selling your house and putting it into Bitcoin, not unless you really want to live on the edge, white knuckling it. Rule number 2 is for your own sanity. Do be aware this is an extremely volatile market. If you do get involved, my recommendation is to do so with a long game approach. If you are invested in stocks or bonds, it's very unlikely that you're going to be checking the price of those stocks every 3 days, let alone every 3 hours, which is what some people seem to be doing with cryptocurrencies. If you purchased a house, you'd probably not be checking the appraisal value of that property on Zillow every other day. Please, for your own sake, don't treat cryptocurrency any differently. Now, this is not financial advice, but my recommendation would be to do what's called dollar cost averaging, which is essentially just spreading your risk over the course of a couple days or a couple weeks, because it's extremely difficult to time this market. If you're gonna try and find that perfect bottom price so that you can snatch up your cryptocurrency, is likely to break your heart. Throw some money in, get your feet wet, and then just invest a little bit at regular intervals, regardless of price. Question 5. Another very common and very valid question is, okay, how do I get some cryptocurrency? Listen up, dude. Cash is king, okay? If I can't see it, if I can't touch it, if I can't snort coke through it, it's not real. Many cryptocurrencies come into existence through what's called mining, which we'll touch on in a future video. But for most people watching this, the best way to get some cryptocurrency is to buy some on Coinbase. At certain points, Coinbase has been adding over 100,000 new accounts every single day. And it's been the #1 app on the iTunes App Store for about a week now. Use the link in the description below to create your Coinbase account. And if you buy $100 worth of cryptocurrency, you'll get $10 for free. $10 of Bitcoin definitely doesn't sound like a lot, especially when the price is close to $20,000. But considering the insane growth that Bitcoin has been on, that $10 could be worth a car one day. Coinbase currently offers 3 primary cryptocurrencies: Bitcoin, Litecoin, and Ethereum. Bitcoin itself is the OG cryptocurrency. Any cryptocurrency other than Bitcoin itself is technically considered an altcoin. Although, for all intents and purposes, anything that's not listed on Coinbase is pretty much an altcoin. There are actually thousands of altcoins, many of which are dedicated to serving different communities or specific functions. Remember, the blockchain is just a distributed database of a particular community. For people who are a little bit more interested in a high-risk, high-reward speculative investment, I'll be making a tutorial walkthrough about how to acquire altcoins in an upcoming video. Hopefully this has given you enough information to get started with cryptocurrencies, and hopefully it was simple enough that you could send it to your mother or even your grandparents so that they can blow their entire retirement on crypto. If you like this video, feel free to leave a comment. Tell me why I'm wrong. Tell me why Bitcoin's a big scam. Tell me why you're obsessed with US dollars. Hit like, hit subscribe, and share. And don't forget to claim the $10 worth of free cryptocurrency if you use the link in the description below. We'll see you next time.
Knowledge.
Here in my garage, just bought this new Lamborghini here. Fun to ride around the streets of Brooklyn. But you know what I like more than materialistic things? Bitcoin.